Hey guys, happy March. It's my birthday month, so I'm super excited about this month's event. In case you are just tuning in for the first time, my name is Elle Nucci and I own EN Events here in Los Angeles in the Arts District. So this month we are featuring a cocktail by an old friend of mine, and her name is Lucy Yepes, and she has cocktailsinajar.com. She created an amazing pivot and took her extensive knowledge of whiskey and created Cocktails in a Jar, where she was delivering and basically survived through the pandemic. So she's really awesome. And I reached out to her and she helped me, since I know very little about bourbon, whiskey, and all of that. I wanted her to come up with the bourbon cocktail. What's really, really cool about this cocktail is that she has it listed as either a cold drink or a hot toddy. So if you know what a hot toddy is, that actually, when you're sick, it knocks out a cold. I mean, I don't know about COVID stuff, but a normal cold, yes, a hot toddy used to be kind of my go-to. So again, if you want to get super creative and do this as a hot item, you may. I'm going to go ahead and make it cold, and we are going to make sure that you guys have all of your ingredients. And this drink is called Figueroa. If you're familiar with downtown LA, Figueroa is a big landmark where the Staples Center is and LA Live. So when things are fully reopened, you can check out all the great restaurants and venues there. We are going to make sure we have bourbon. I went ahead and chose Bulleit. I'm not a big bourbon drinker, but this is one of our best sellers on the higher end. And then we're going to make homemade honey syrup. Okay, so you need some honey and you need some water. We are going to use aqua hydrate water. They're our friends. We love them very much. And then we are also going to need lemons. We're going to get cut a lemon wedge, and then we are also going to make lemon juice, fresh squeezed. So I'm going to use my handy little old-fashioned squeezer. You can use whatever you have. If you're strong, you can just squeeze it by hand. We want to have a shaker and strainer. If you do not have one, you can just use a regular glass, top it off with a bigger glass. I'm going to use my shaker. So again, you guys can improvise. If you want to do this as a hot item, you're going to want to heat up the contents prior to adding the lemon. All right, so first thing we're going to do is cut our lemons. Let's see here. So I'm going to cut these in half, right? My knife here. I'm just gonna cut them in half so that they fit onto the lemon squeezer drainer thingy or whatever that's called. And all your strength to get all that juice out of there. There we go. All right, I think we got a good amount of lemon juice here. So next thing we're going to do is fill our mixing glass here, okay? And I'm gonna just put the lemon juice aside. We will mix that in later. All right. So now we're going to do the bourbon. We are going to start with 1.5 ounces. So, and if you're like me, not driving anywhere, so you want to give it a nice little extra tap. I'm sure you will appreciate that later. All right, so we've got our bourbon. Now we're going to make our honey syrup. And I'm just gonna make that in here, make it real simple. You wanna do equal parts, all right? So first, nice and even. All right. And then we're gonna match that with some water. I'm just gonna eye it. That's nice. It sits really well on there. I'm just gonna go ahead and mix this up. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do, let's do 1 ounce. This is 1/2 ounce. So I'm just gonna do 1/2 and another 1/2. There we go. Now we've got our honey syrup in there. And then we are going to pour in our lime juice. I don't have my handy little pitcher today, but I'm going to just pour it right here. Should probably measure it first. And another 1/2 ounce of lemon juice. So we've got our bourbon, our homemade honey syrup, and our lemon juice. So we're gonna mix that up. And I have decided to use this fun stemless wine glass. Again, you can always use whatever you want. If you're making it hot, obviously you want to use a heat-safe receptacle. So probably a coffee or tea cup. But I'm gonna go ahead and use this. So what's gonna be fun about this one is I'm only gonna put a couple ice cubes in here. We want the ice cubes from the shaker, okay? They're gonna be flavorful, and it doesn't need that harsh, ice feeling. All right. So you want the glass up. Are probably laughing at me. All right, so we've got all of our mixture in here. Just did a couple of ice cubes, and then right towards the end, we're gonna let the ice cubes out of the drink. All right, so wow, that is a nice caramel color. And I'm gonna let some of those ice cubes out. Very nice. And we're going to garnish it with a lemon. And there, my friends, is our cocktail. I like a straw. You don't have to use one. Everybody ready? Well, let's try this out. Wow, that is delicious. I like mine sweet. I'm gonna add a little more honey syrup just for fun. And I'm gonna squeeze my lemon. Put that in there. No wrong way to do this. What you like is what you like. I like it a little bit sweeter. Now that is delicious. All right, well, we have our cocktail for today. We'll see you guys next month.